I'm transparent because a lot of people that come to me, my clients, that come to me, and I'd say, obviously, the first question I always ask you, so is this the first mentorship you pay for? Like, nah, I've paid for. I'm surprised all the time, and because there's people that I actually thought, okay, even though I've never paid for your mentorship, but I think you're legit. Then when I start hearing such things, I'm like, how? Can't now? So yeah. So New York session in the morning around 9 o'clock. I trade German 30 because it moves crazy. New York session I trade US 30 3:30 every day because also US 30 moves at that time. I bought it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, dog. It doesn't work. After system, I went for mentorship.
Who's mentorship?
What are you? Mentorship from the,
From my people.
Zokbulala.
Bandile.
But yeah, I went for mentorship there. And yeah. On Instagram, I'm verified. So I don't understand how you get scammed because my account is verified. There's a reason I pay for that subscription so that you guys know who it is. Also, I will never personally text you first. I will never do that. And I don't do Bitcoin. I don't do crypto. I focus on Forex trading, which is like trading indices. So if it's not index related, if it's crypto, Bitcoin, it's not me. And I'll never text you first.
Alright, Flame Nation, welcome back to another burning topic. My name is Skyco. It is Skyco_ on every social media platform. Today we have the one and only Kenzo Katlego. Should I say the name like that?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, bro?
I'll be okay. Guningi, but then, it could have been Guningi, but then, so it's after.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing we can do. Welcome to the burning topic. If you
you
can
for
let
having
people
me.
at home know who you are. Just a brief nyana bio for the people at home, for my Flame Nation. Guys, are we calling ourselves Flame Nation?
It's giving deja vu,
They-
but
Okay.
I'm Kenzo, for those who know me. I'm known as Kenzo well, but my name is Katlego Kennedy. Kenzo is just a Forex name or street name. Let me just say that.
Kennedy.
Kennedy, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Kennedy? Have you asked your mom why
It's
Kennedy?
Hamagal
Oh, that explains the
that's
complexion.
it explains my complexion and the surname. So, yeah, Katlego Kennedy. I don't know.
Nothing else. How's it being, Vele, in a mixed family setting? Or you didn't grow up with your dad?
Ish. Tamalaka since I love buy milk, wait.
Hey, but can't it happen on the other side of the complexion?
But I'm kidding, man. It's okay, man. There's nothing special or different about, being raised in a mixed family. It's normal. It's how you'd be raised in a straight black family or straight white family. It's normal, man.
Has that affected you? You growing up? Or
Nah.
the person you are today?
Nah. It
For
hasn't
real?
actually. Nah, it hasn't.
At all? Nothing? Not even trauma? Sometimes at night I cry because I think my dad might come back or not.
Yeah. If he comes back, he comes back.
If he comes back, he
comes
back.
We talk here and there. It's not like
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
do,
a
yeah.
deadbeat forever and ever. I'm just saying, because I somehow grew up like you. I didn't have a dad around, but I knew of him. He used to come and then, just basically met his family at his funeral for the first time. And I was already grown up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's my...
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, Kenzo, when they meet you, what do people feel when they meet you? What do they get wrong about you? Which one?
I think what most people get wrong about me is that I have a big ego.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Maybe my aura. I don't know. As soon as I get in the room, and I'm the most humble gent you'll ever meet. I'm so humble.
Yeah.
I'm open to having to talking to anyone. I don't ever tell myself, "Oh, I'm better than this person or that person." So a lot of people, just from seeing me, maybe also because I'm low key shy, but I just don't show it. So they take it as ego. Or okay, he thinks he's better than us, but nah.
Introverted,
Yeah,
extrovert.
extroverted around people I know.
Okay.
Introverted around new people.
Are you introverted now?
Nah.
Or kintshitse bo bojotlhe
Ah,
bao?
let's just say
Yes.
that.
We love it here.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenzo. Okay. When the cameras are off, the trade charts are turned off, whomst are you?
Hey, that's a good question, eh?
Mm.
Hey, dog. Nah, I don't know. But when the cameras are never off actually because I always post what I do.
Okay.
I'm into food. I'm
Yeah,
into trying. I
guy.
also don't know. Good question. I don't know. Maybe I have worms. You never know.
I have worms. Isn't it supposed to be me who has worms?
I
And I'm bigger?
Your worms are not. Apparently, I carry the worms chow the food that you chow,
Yeah.
so you
That
don't
makes
gain
me
weight.
more hungry.
But I don't gain. I'm talking in terms of for gain because now I don't know where this food goes.
Okay, comment down below. How does that work? Does it work?
But yeah, dog, I just like trying new places.
Yeah.
I like being around my friends. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just a cool guy. I like gaming. I think that's
Okay.
one thing that people don't know also about me. I like gaming a lot.
Mm.
I like going out. Not clubbing though. Clubbing is not my scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Clubbing is not my scene. You were about to ask that. No. I'm good with that.
Okay. Drawing back to your first post, what am I going to see? What was your post like?
Fashion. I'm into fashion. So back then I thought, hey, I'm the drip god. Hey, but when I look at it back, I'm like,
It's not the one. This
yeah,
thing.
there's a few adjustments that need to be made. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was mostly fashion. I've always been a guy or a thing like stwadler. Like I'm like, yo, drip, dog, drip. So yeah, that's what you would see. Then yeah, as I said, going out, trying new places. Then yeah, Forex came in at a later stage.
Okay. And I love the fact that you mentioned fashion because I was going to ask this question and it correlates hand to hand. So, describe yourself using 3 luxury brands.
Ooh. Luxury brands. That I own or that I would like to own one day.
No. Picture yourself
Oh,
and the luxury brands.
okay.
Like,
Dolce & Gabbana.
bear in mind that made in China, so value actually or
Made in China or
Joking.
not. But if it's,
Yeah.
yeah, Dolce & Gabbana. Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
I also want to say Hydraulics. I don't know if I should say Hydraulics as a brand because Hydraulics sells a
Is
lot
it
of
luxury though?
Okay, I can't say I'm not big on Gucci like that. Let me see Dior, Christian Dior.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell what kind of person you are.
Yeah,
You like them classy,
classy,
very
nice.
clean.
Yeah, clean.
Even though there's still a little bit of drama with Louis Vuitton. Because Louis Vuitton is not as clean as Dolce and Gabbana and Dior.
Yeah.
It's pity. It's yeah.
But no,
LV,
those
LV,
ones,
LV,
like
LV.
selling,
The quiet ones.
The quiet ones. I don't like buying. That's why I didn't say Versace or Gucci. Because Gucci, if I'm rocking Gucci, you're gonna know I'm rocking Gucci because of all those G's.
Yeah, and the colors.
Yeah, so nah.
It's a lot. But then there's cleaner ones. I don't know where you get them, but
The cleaner ones.
I've seen cleaner t-shirts.
Come with the coins, the coins.
It goes with the coins.
Yeah,
Can't
it
you not
comes with the
making the coins?
I'm making the coins, but I need to be realistic about the coins I'm making.
Okay.
Yeah, I want the GGG fade. We can afford those, but the quiet ones, they like up there.
Okay, before we tap into the coins, tell me, I just want to know you first. What is your morning routine like? Do you wake up, pour ice into a glass container?
I'm not an Ashton
pour water
Hall. I'm
from
not
the
an Ashton Hall.
bottles?
I'm not an Ashton Hall.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I do when I wake up, I switch on my laptop because I trade London session every morning.
Okay.
So that's the first thing before I do anything else. wake up, go on the chart, trade London session.
Mm-hmm.
After that, do my bed, take a bath, freshen up, then decide how I'm gonna, spend my day.
Yeah.
Depending if I have a client on that specific day, or if not, I also have a cologne brand that I work on.
Okay, I can tell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah, I have a cologne brand that I work on, so I also focus on that, on how we can improve, on how we can market it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then wait for New York session. New York session comes, trade New York session. Then after that, I pretty much do whatever I want to do for the rest of the day.
You mentioned New York session.
New York session.
You also said London, right?
London session.
What are those?
Oh, those are
Explain
the
to people
sessions.
at home.
Yeah, those are sessions in the market where the market is mostly volatile or where it mostly moves. So New York session in the morning around 9 o'clock, I trade German 30 because it moves. It moves crazy. New York session, I trade US 30 3:30 every day because also US 30 moves at that time. Yeah.
When did you start doing Forex?
2019.
Okay, and how was it for you?
Oh, it was tough. It was tough. It wasn't an easy journey. Yeah.
What encouraged you to do Forex? What inspired you to do Forex trading?
This is deja vu again. But as I've said, there's a guy I once saw driving these flashy cars. And I always asked myself, what does this guy do? I was driving at night and I was like, what does this guy do? Got home, I was curious. I'm a curious person, I went through Instagram, checked everything, only to find out that he's a Forex trader. And I was like, oh, okay. There's a thing called Forex trading, so let me look into it. That's how I was inside.
But then, industry. What was your first hustle before Forex trading?
I worked at a...
Wait, looking back.
I worked at a place called Tree in Sentin. The worst job I've ever worked.
When last did I ever hear that shop?
Tree. Yeah, I think you know it. Where they hosted the balcony mix before it has shut down. So I worked there as a waiter. And it was the worst job because you don't go in every day. You're not there every day. You go in when there's events. So the pay was less. And what was bad about that job is that you work, let's say you work Jan.
Yeah.
So you won't get paid month end Jan, you get paid month end Feb.
Okay, same as
for the work. Yeah, for the work you did in Jan.
In Jan. That was crazy. How did you deal with all of that?
Bro.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was desperate at that time. I needed a job.
Yeah.
I needed to bring in money. So I was like, let me do this. And also, peer pressure much either because I worked with two of my gens. Then we went there, like, let's push this. But it wasn't a good job at all. That's why we had to leave.
Okay. But was the money okay, though?
It was ass.
Okay, that explains it.
It was ass. Yo.
Let's get into the nitty-gritties. So, Forex 2019, how much was... Actually, who did you meet that was teaching you? Did you take courses? Did you self-teach?
I bought so many courses.
You bought... Hey, you have mine.
I bought signals. I bought systems or robot nowadays, whatever it is called. Yeah,
that's in 2019.
Yeah. Not necessarily 2019 alone. Yeah. Throughout the years of me coming up.
Okay.
I've been, buying from this person, buying from that person. Yeah. But if it doesn't work with this one, you're like, this one looks like he knows his stuff. You go and you see, right? So it's like, I was doing all these things. The first thing I purchased was signals. I remember I made a payment of $1,000 to a guy. He's today if you check his profile, he's nowhere to be found.
Who is he? Here we expose people.
You
saw on the internet we expose people. Who is he?
Me, I don't want no smoke, bro. I don't want no smoke.
Who is
but
he?
man, he's a guy. Back then, I don't know if King Nasdaq or something like that.
Okay, King Nasdaq.
Yeah, I bought signals from him. And, dog, they were not good at all, dog. They were not good. And I was like, nah, bro, I'll look for someone else. Found a Jew. Hey, Jew. $4,000 for signals. Get about what's it's the VVIP.
Give him a get a goat.
Get
a goat.
No, not the FX goats. Not the FX goats. But it was a duo, so I paid for that 4K for the VVIP.
Yeah.
It was tricky there.
What happened?
You see, that's tricky. That's the tricky part about being a duo. There's always one guy who's gonna send like good signals. Even though obviously there's losses, there's always gonna be losses here and there. But mostly is wins. Then there's this one, loss.
Get lost of it.
Loss of la. There's no win. Hey, so it was tricky, dog. Yo, it was tricky. Then they separated. When they separated, they tell us that if you wanna continue, you need to pay an extra K for whoever you continue with. If you continue with this one, you pay an extra K to be in a signal group. If you continue with this one, you pay an extra K.
Why were they doing that?
Bro.
First of all, okay.
First of all. Yeah, but yeah, that's when I was like, nah, bro, they must rest. Went out for a system. System was, nah.
It's killing you.
Yo, that thing, loss after loss. Like, I never even saw blues, dog. I never saw blues with a system, dog. It was just loss after loss.
So you didn't make money. Let's not pass that part. You said
2019 to
the deal. So you didn't make money off of the one that was winning? Okay.
I even though I made money, like I wouldn't like withdraw because I would tell myself what I'm trying to grow at the account.
Right.
Then obviously growing the account, sometimes they send the wrong signal and you blow.
Shoo.
So yeah, it was bad.
So you were not making money at all. Who's this dude? Who is this? Because I kind of think, okay, no, who's this?
Who you kind of think, man? Give
Who's
me a
this?
name.
You tell me.
I'll approve.
I don't want to be calling people's names. Hey, they'll come for me.
Aye, bro. Hey, I can't.
Say them. They scammed you. How?
They
Yeah, we in the business of you know, exposing the scammer so that the next person doesn't go through that.
I'll just give you an idea. I won't name drop.
Okay.
I don't know, based off their cars. Among Vaka M4, apparently no.
Ka fela lona vaga di M4.
Nak na M4.
Well, yet.
Vaka M4 among Navaka. Among then actually apparently no Vaka M4, but Navaka Golf 7 GTI. Yeah, Golf 7R. Golf 7R.
Ejanga khal.
A blue.
One last klar.
Blue. I last. Maybe that's why you last. Because it didn't last.
Okay, give me more.
I'll go to the comments. They'll tell you. I know people in the comment section, they know.
Uyasaba.
Hey.
Uyasaba. Angibathandi kanjani labantu basabayo.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah.
After them, what happened? Where did you go?
System. Bought a system.
From who?
Good relaxation.
Okay. Oh, yeah, now I want to mention.
It doesn't necessarily. But by the system, yeah. By the system, you got good relaxation. That thing didn't work for me, yo. I won't even lie. That thing didn't work for me, yo. I don't know. I get it. Also, these people, they post profits.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, the system actually works. I bought it.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, dog. It doesn't
Crazy. After system?
After system, I went for mentorship.
Who's mentorship?
What are you? Mentorship from the, you know.
From my people.
Zokbulala.
Bandile.
But yeah, I went for mentorship there. And yeah.
Bandile, my boy. Okay. I don't have a problem with you, ne? Until you threaten me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I take that seriously. The approach, the manner of approach, I take it very serious. It's either I ignore your ass or I'll call you into order. And what you did was so wrong. I could have just easily said sorry. I had nothing to do with it. But then you came and you just said, hey, wara, fucky. Hey, I'm going to remove you. And I was just like, who? I was actually asking. I didn't even retaliate, you know. I was just asking who disrespect you.
I saw
yeah, you saw it.
I saw your chat.
Yeah,
I saw your chats with him.
young boys, ne? And
I think it was more
maturity.
of the approach. I think the approach was
yeah, it was a bit offish.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm not his age mate. I still repeat. Yeah,
But I
carry
went
on.
for mentorship there.
For how long?
A day.
A day?
It was in
It was a
Hatfield.
masterclass, nyana.
Hey, you know there's always a new name. In any group session at that time, one-on-one. Well, I thought I was paying for one-on-one, only to find out it was a group session at Hatfield.
Crazy. How much was
But
it?
I didn't mind it. I was at 1.5. I think it was 1.5. I think it was 1.5. Drove to Pretoria, went in the Hatfield Hotel. Then, yeah, he started teaching. Then
The basics, Kisho. Because that's what they do.
yeah, there's people who teach the basics and there's people who just teach. I don't know what they teach, but like, yeah. Well, it didn't work for me. Now they say whatever works for him won't work for me. I don't know if his strategy actually works or... Yeah, but it didn't work for me.
Okay.
It didn't work for me, so I was just like, nah. Then I had my last hope, which was Amkhelang Mataba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid for a one-on-one with Amkhelang. Then,
Oh, patali now. Oh,
yeah, dog.
where are you in this whole situation?
Yeah, hey, but I paid, dog. Yeah, I paid. And Amkhelang, it was a big amount, yo.
How much was
It
it?
was 5K. It was scary at first because,
Where are you getting
It's a
this
big
5K also?
my mom was funding everything.
Okay,
Yeah, my
okay.
mom was funding everything.
Cheese boy. 'Cause
Not
my mom-
even.
My
wait,
mom would say, not with my money.
not even just boy. If things were
Yeah.
tough,
I
but
get
like
you.
when I say I wanted something, you should make things happen for some reason. Obviously, I'm a son. I'd say,
But 5K.
dog. Come try. She knew everything.
Oh, okay.
I never lied to my mom. My mom, I talked to my mom about everything. Like,
Shout out to moms.
yeah. So I talked to her about everything. So I told her, "Nine, I don't fit 5K specific thingy." Also, but I also had funding from the job that I was working because I also
Okay.
worked at retail after the waiter job. Worked at retail, so I had some sort of funding. So I told her. So she's also kind of like my financial advisor. Before I do anything, I need to, tap in and ask her, fit, are we doing this or not? And she was like, if you feel right or if you feel good about it, then do
Just
it.
do it.
Yeah. Then
And
I
then
did
did
that.
you win?
Yeah. After
Okay.
that, that's when I started seeing, progress in my trading journey.
So it's really true that the real ones are more expensive.
They're
If
more
it's cheap-
expensive. And you know what's crazy? I had texted him before I even went to a lot of people. So I texted him, hey, and he said 5K. And I was like, yo,
Imagine
5K. Now I'm 1.5 lah. So let me just do this anti-ish. Yeah, I was just donating money at that point.
Yeah. Okay. What was your first? I'm guessing you won. You won some money
Yeah.
off of his thing. Is
Yeah.
okay. He taught you, and he gave you signals. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but with me, I'm not. I think the minute I started learning this thing, I knew, okay, I don't want to rely on signals. I want to do this shit on my own. Whereby, even when I take a trade, I would know why I took that trade. Even if it takes me out, I would know how it took me out. So yeah, he was sending out signals, but I wasn't
Paying
paying
much
attention to signals. Yeah.
Okay. I guess those are the people that actually win
Yeah.
in this Forex thing.
Yeah.
So okay. Carry on.
Yeah, then I started obviously trading after my session with him. Then I started seeing, progress. I'm not saying 100% win rate, but obviously progress as in now your wins are more than your losses. Then I started pushing from there. Started seeing, okay, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was like, why don't you open a Telegram channel, dog? Because he was a trader at that time. He still is a trader.
Yeah.
Then, like, whenever he asks me, when he looks at the chart, are we buying? I said, I'm like, we're buying. Then he would send out that and it would go like that. And it's like, dog, why don't you just open your own Telegram channel and give out free signals. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, you
chill.
gave out free. You
Yeah.
didn't scam people.
Nah. Even now, I'm giving out free signals.
You're not scamming people.
I'm not scamming people. Anyone who feels like I've scammed
I
them.
can attest to that.
Yeah. Comments. Comment section is open.
Okay.
You won't find anything
No
like
one
that.
will come here and say,
yeah.
actually,
I challenge you.
Katlego
I
took my
challenge
last
you.
2,000 rand.
I challenge you today.
Okay.
You can post that. You can tag me. Whoever feels like I've scammed them, they can come.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if they come?
They'll never come.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll never come. They'll never come.
You are scorned.
Get clean. Record
Scone.
clean. Clean reputation.
I like that.
I don't wanna walk with fear. I know I've done someone dirty. I wanna, still continue living my life. Before I became Kenzo. So I don't believe in doing people dirty.
Okay. What do you think has the most power, Vele? The money or influence?
Influence.
Why?
A lot of people who are in this industry, they don't know what they are doing, but because they have the influence, they get so many clients. But if none, I was doing, obviously I've been around a lot of Forex traders. The amount of clients they get, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
I wonder
because
how.
they have the influence. I get people are easily
yeah.
fooled by the lifestyle they see. So,
Kanti, doesn't money bring the influence also?
what?
Works hand in hand.
Apple is renting.
But renting is more expensive, so I heard.
Renting is more expensive, but there's renting it's not renting from a company. It's like share content. Or since you are here, let me use your card to share content.
Crazy. Okay, so you don't offer mentorship?
I do
Okay.
now. Now I do. I was telling you about how I started everything. Then I started with free signals. Then I was like, I'm fit. And like, I'm actually good at this. That's when I started charging people for mentorship.
How much?
Hey, it differs whether it's online or at first it was 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It different.
Yeah.
Which what other prices are there?
Okay, it was 2.5 at first, but now it differs. Online it's 2.5, then in person it's 4K.
Why is that the standard pricing for you guys?
I don't know. I couldn't find the perfect price point.
Okay.
I don't know. I won't even lie to you. I didn't know what to charge or how to structure everything. But as soon as I saw, okay, I'm charging this, and I charge you based off the value. Because at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's proven. You can go group chatting. You can text any one of my students and ask them if they've made their money. Really, no one has said anything. Rydal hasn't said anything. Rolio, Slami actually knows. Slami knows where I'm clean. Even when we once hosted a live, and he was like, Kenzo, we're not excluding because I was with the other brothers, like excluding you. The people that are on this live are scammers.
Who was on the live?
I can't say.
Oh.
They are my pros. They are my pros.
Okay.
I'm saying the things that Slami said on that live.
I want to find that live. Is it still online?
I don't know. Slami posts everything. So he probably has the
When
receipts.
was this live?
Recently. It was recently.
Okay.
Probably, 3 weeks back. I don't know.
Don't even feel like deja vu. Okay, we can chow wings. Yeah.
Are we not chowing wings when there's a burning question? Or did I...
Relax. Just chow. You can go. And think you're very... welcoming. Your energy is good because I was going through a lot. Still am, but...
we even have tissue. So that if you're crying...
Are you going to be crying here? Okay, question number 1. How much was your first profit?
4.5.
Okay. That was in scalping.
I scalp most of the time. Swinging, I think I can count how many times I've swung my trades in my trading career. But it was mostly scalping. So from scalping, and I also trade indices. So I don't trade currencies. So I mostly focus on indices.
Why?
They have more money.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the most you've ever made?
That I've withdrawn into my account.
Well, you can. Okay.
Because there's a difference. There's the most I've made and I've withdrawn. There's the most I've made,
On a
but I
trade.
didn't withdraw. It rocked me.
How much was it?
Eh?
That much?
Which one do you wanna know?
The one that rocked you.
The one that the amount I made and it rocked me. But it didn't rock me everything. I made 100K in my trading account and it rocked me 40K.
Out of that 100.
Yeah.
Crazy. What happened? Were you
I was
patient?
going through something at that time, family related. So I wanted to go, take that out, go the charts. And when I got there, the charts were like, no. You need real therapy.
You're taking it out on money.
Yeah.
What did you go through that you had to take it out
No, it was
using money?
losing a family member, so it was
Okay.
just that, yeah.
Yo, no only painful that way, well.
So
40K.
I wanted something, to take my mind off that. And also, I knew money was going to be needed, obviously, with everything. So I was like, let me just go make extra coins, Hey, I'm going to donate.
Do you think your grind has now stopped now that you've tasted success?
Nah.
You're still going?
Yeah. I don't want to go back to where I was.
What were you? Where were you? Paint a picture for us. Where?
Back then, as I'm saying, I don't want to go back to where I was because, dog, I've worked in retail. I've been a waiter. I saw how shitty those jobs were.
Yeah.
And not to throw shade to anyone who's doing it now, but I'm just saying from my own experience, it was like bad. So I was like, no ways I'm going back to this. So I had to make sure that I make it. Hence I'm here. Hence I keep on pushing the same way that I was. Because you can never have enough money.
You can never have enough money, but then at some point, some people slag after getting money. I was listening to Casey after making his first 100K. He went to Cape Town and spent it all. And I was like, do you know what I would have done with 100K? And then he went broke. And then he started scamming people.
But that's the thing. I'm financially literate. Not everyone is financially literate. I get it.
Great, yeah.
So I don't live in the moment. I live in the future.
Okay.
A lot of people make the mistake of living in the moment and spending money now, not knowing you have bills to pay. If you chow a certain amount, you won't be able to pay those bills at the end of the month. And that's how you go broke. That's how you start losing your things. That's how you start off thinking of scamming people. You're thinking of quick money, but at that point now you're desperate and you need to still maintain that lifestyle that you portray to people.
Oh. Do you think maintaining lifestyle is what makes people do whatever they're doing now? Why? Look at you around these people.
But like, you were known for, having the flashiest car, the latest phone, known for going to certain Cape Town on a Tuesday, So now, the minute you stop doing those things, I get it, people also, you must look at it from how people view it. People view it from a point of, you don't have money anymore. Not that you've outgrown those things. There's people who actually have outgrown those things. Then there's people who are it's tough now. Like, things are going down.
You have to make a plan.
Yeah.
You're not
So, and people will always say something. I suppose the Golf 7 guy, he couldn't afford it.
He was renting it.
He was renting it.
That's crazy. What are you driving now?
It's BM3 Series.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it like, purchasing? Is it bought cash or are you renting?
No, I'm not renting. And it's not cash. It's financed.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Financed.
fine. Oh, it's financed.
Yeah, it's financed. So
How do you work around that financing now that you're self-employed?
Obviously, there's a catch to it because Santo she deposit. So that obviously for them to gain that trust, or okay, you can afford. But also, if you check Babatla 6 months bank statement so that they can monitor how much actually comes into your account on time.
Yeah.
And if you will be able to afford the car. So yeah, I did the whole process, found a guy who was cool, and yeah, the process was smooth, dog.
So how? I feel like I'm asking about money. I'm very invasive. Sorry, they're making me do this.
Okay.
I'm fast, Galal. But then tell us. I just want to educate people at home. What was the percentage? What was the minimum percentage of deposit you had to pay?
10%.
10%. Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had to pay like 30.
10%. I get it.
Yeah,
Also
to
depends
prove-
on your credit score. That's why I get it. Also depends on how much money comes into your account and how your credit score is. I've always been the person who pays their debts on time.
On time.
Or if I can, I pay more. That's why I get it. I've always been financially literate, like about money. Like I was always like a step ahead on how to maneuver these things. That's why I had a good credit score to a point whereby when that guy saw my credit score, like, hey, Mfit, do you know credit score aim fit to cover to babaling, up there? And I was just like, no, dog, sometimes you just need to pay your things on time. You know you owe that thing.
Yeah.
Just pay it on time and pay more if you can. If you have to pay $200, if you can pay $500 this month, pay $500.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get into your personal life right now. You're seeing someone.
Yeah.
Okay, how long has it been?
Over a year.
How nice though. Is it like
Yeah,
Like,
it's nice. It's different
yeah.
because hey, non-fit nekele flop, yo.
Only the charge.
Yeah.
Still is or
Nah. Put that
retired.
Life, yeah, I'm a retired
is it
church.
barely a retirement? Retired.
She knows.
Retired. Confirmation, please. Or kunenkinga ekhaya. You can't really say anything. No comment. Mary, thank you. Okay, cool. So I'm taking you moved out of home. How was that for you?
It's fine. It's okay. There's nothing different about it.
What do you mean? There's nothing different. You're paying
dog,
rent
but
now.
it's like there's no difference really.
And then Mama Baring here when all of this change started happening in your life.
My mom has always been proud. My mom has always believed in me, dog. More than anyone else in this life.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I owe her the world. Yeah.
Really? You owe her everything.
Yeah, but these parents that you wouldn't owe anything. Like I can't say the same about my pops because he was
okay.
never there.
Ish.
I'm just giving you an example of So if someone has been there, like when you wanted to do this, they'd wanna be like behind you. They support you, even though they see or rent like this idea. Because I've came up with so many ideas to my mom, and some of them, Lynn, thinking about them, I'm like, this thing wasn't making sense, but she would still support me. So yeah,
I wonder why. I want to ask her.
they see, parents. They see something that you don't see. They see the great in you. They see the great in you.
Yeah. I wonder.
And also with them seeing that, it also boosts your confidence in doing whatever you want to do, because your approach becomes different. Because you could be doubtful about doing something. But as soon as you tell her about it and she doesn't say, she says, actually, yeah, do it. And you're like, I'm fit to have the support. If you have the support from your parent, then what else do you need?
And then school-wise, did you go to university,
School-wise, I told her, all right, I'm not taking that route. Nah.
Why?
Dog.
If it didn't work out, what were you going to do? You're going to force until it happens.
That's the mentality I had, that I'm going to do this until it actually works. I've always been business-minded. I've always, thought of things, okay, how I can bring in money on time. So school, dog, hey, not scared, I'm fit next. At some point, I was so into school. I had good marks. My marks started dropping because I was like, this is not what I want to do, dog.
You wanted an easy way out.
Not necessarily an easy way out, because business is not easy, guys.
It's not.
Because being an easy way out is actually working for someone. Sending your CV, interview, you work. That's an easy way out.
Yeah.
But telling yourself, "What I'm gonna start this thing from scratch and build it up to this point in the next 5 years."
No one has the balls to
No
do
one has
that.
the balls to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you have a team you work with, or you still single?
Team. So far.
Not
shoot.
the team. What does she do? Does she also trade? Do you train? Do you trade? Why?
Not all the time. She trades sometimes.
Okay, okay. At least she
Yeah.
trades. This is the first girlfriend I've ever heard that trades.
Yeah.
Most of them are just like.
I'm
I'm like, what happens if you guys break up? She leaves with nothing. She was so used to you giving her money. Like, what happens after then? Like, nah, but they just sit there and just say, "Oh, your boyfriend, you must trade. He must teach you how to trade. Not he must be a housewife. At least trade a bit, make 5K nyana, so that she knows when she leaves the relationship. Hopefully not. She has something to fall back on. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, fashion. What made you like fashion?
I don't know. Apparently, I take it from my. Well, I think I also take it from my dad. My dad is very clean.
Okay.
But my mom used to say I take it from my uncle, my late uncle, which is second born for born. He was always clean. He was a cha-cha. He was clean. So I took everything from him. Hore.
Lebo cha-cha.
Yeah, like, yo, I was so clean. Like, I would make sure my shoes don't, like, I don't wear dirty shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear dirty shoes. Yeah, the shoes
These
always
ones
have
are
to be-
shining for days, bruh.
The shoes have to be clean.
Yeah.
I have to be clean. Like, yeah, I just liked being clean. It started from there. I just liked being clean. At some point, apparently, got a OCT.
Same. I
Yeah.
thought I had OCD.
Yeah.
Until now, I don't give a
Yeah.
hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you keep authentic? Is that the right wording? How do you keep authentic? Is that how you say it?
How do you keep what authentic?
Being authentic.
Being yourself.
Yeah, in the lifestyle that you live right now.
I can't say. Wait, I wouldn't necessarily say. I think it's more of character. I'm afraid to. If you are a person who's easily fazed by money, first and foremost, with me, it's I don't care whether you have money. I feel like respect is respect.
Yeah.
So there's people who respect you based on what you have. Then there's people who respect you because they respect you. So I've always been a person, I know the struggle. So I wouldn't want to tear someone down because of what they're going through in that moment and say, because he doesn't have the money that I have today, he's not on my level. Nah, bro. I see the greatness in everyone. And I think I take it from my mom because she saw the greatness in me. And she's a kind person, so I think I took it from her. That's why I'm authentic. I don't think I'm better than anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at me, what do you think about me?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I honestly don't know.
Pay.
I don't know, dog.
We can eat as we talk. I've also been in questions that I can't even, and time is not on our side, you know. Hey, did you see that time? And this is like my first meal, which is crazy. Yeah. What do you see? Nothing. You just see me like in judge or something.
That's like, I see the greatness in everyone. Like, I see a cool guy. He never gave me office vibes. Because, you know, there's people who make you feel like, hey, as soon as you get into a room, you feel like, wow, that's a favor. So I never picked that up from you. So, yeah, you're a cool guy, dog. Think you also
say that.
Honest, yeah?
Why do people say that?
How would I know? But I'm answering based off what I see.
Okay.
Based off what I see.
I'm doing a great job. Because my friends say I'm not a good person.
Yeah, my friends will also say the same thing. But like, it's
In
based
terms
off
of what,
it's based
though?
off the banter that you have when you're around your friends.
Yeah.
You never
Hey,
a
we
good
banter a
person around
lot.
your
Yo,
friends,
true. And some of them don't get it. How's your friendship group like? How's it structured? Do you still have like friends from, when you were young?
I have the same friends.
You never changed. You don't have any friends from the industry?
I do have friends, but like my day ones are the ones obviously that I've grown up with. Yeah,
Did you teach them how to trade?
some.
Why or some?
But not everyone is interested in this.
What driver? BMW.
But that's the thing. Babang, they have good jobs.
Okay.
Babang, they have good jobs. My friend group is very on top. Like everyone does something different, which is one thing I also like. We can't all be traders. Go grupu.
We can.
We can, but
Because
like
we'll
yeah,
speak the same language.
if that's not what you want, Pella, I can't force you to do something that you don't want. So some of them are following their passions. So they went to school. They didn't take the route that I took. Some of them are like have good jobs.
What cars do they drive? With the good jobs they have.
Dog, I can't be exposing what drive or what drive. Obviously,
Because I don't understand how you're not taking a second income just because you don't feel like it.
But not because you don't feel like it. Also because trading, there's a lot of stress into trading, and they've seen the stress that, dog, when you're working with money, there's no way you're gonna remain calm. People go out and say, "Hey, you have to be calm. You have to be." Hey, Baba, don't lie to people. You know, when you're working with money, your emotions are over the roof. So they've seen that in me.
Unless you know money.
Then some of them, they like, I don't want that for myself. And I respect that. Then some of them are like, I'm fit. I have a job, but I can make something from this. Then let's operate. Yeah. But with everyone, I think that was an eye-opener for all of them, because as soon as they saw, hore, they want to buy a car. They're like, okay, now it's Rex. Then that's why some of them were like, in fact, I want to do this.
They came after.
Yeah. But I remember, no, they're my friends, but also remember, Forex was known as a scam out there. So I also understand with that they didn't want to, just go in full in and just say, let's trade. Because obviously we're working with money. I always say, or we're working with money. So given how much I've lost before I started seeing profits, no one has the balls to stay for that long or to go through what I went through. So a lot of people would have given up, way before. I've donated so much, so now I just want to say, nah, I'm good. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Have you went through that part of your life where you were called a scammer?
Nah.
Or people thought you scam people for a living? Are you sure? No one was saying anything at your car.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I remember. But they're not even my friends. They've never liked me. That's why I get it's people that are...
That you don't know.
Yeah, but obviously some of them are from my friends' hoods. Okay. So they'd be like, because we're traveling. But I'm like, how? For you to say I've scammed someone, you need to have someone, okay, here's the thing, I've sent Kenzo cash and he didn't deliver on what he said he's going to deliver. That's one by one. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 man.
Where do you see yourself in the future? What does the future for Kenzo look like?
First of all, I have 2 brands, which is Kenzo Traders, and I also have Alluring Sense, which is the Cologne brand. I want to see it in, these big places, Alluring Sense. I want to see it in Discam.
So the guy stuff, this is a presenting.
This is business. You buy.
I think I was going to show them how.
Yeah, I do have them actually in the car.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to see them on the shelves one day. Skins Cosmetics, okay, this is me. And that's my brand with my friend. It's not only my brand. So one of my friends, too, yeah. So I want that for us in the future. Then Kenzo Traders, I'm also trying to grow that brand to show people that there's actually money in Forex. You just need the right people to show you how to make money. Because I always tell people, I don't need to promise you crazy amounts. Because about to Baba Mato, hey, make 100K first month, what. Now I start you off grand. Make at least 500 rand every day, which is very possible. In a month, you have a 10K because we have 20 trading days in a month. You have 10K. It's very much possible. I think also within the trading space, you have seen or 500 to get. But that's the thing. You need to be consistent in making that 500. Every day. Add it up. Month end, on side hustle, you'll find 10,000 every month.
Even if it's 5K.
That's good.
Ooh, give you 5K
Yeah,
for just using an app.
That's good money. For some of the people, that's their salary or even more. So if you can make your salary twice in a month, knowing that you don't need that much time on the charts, you just go in, go out, make money, and go back to work. So I'm trying to grow that, and I'm also trying to change this thing. How Forex is a scam. Forex is not a scam. The people in Forex are scammers.
True.
So Forex is not a scam. You have been scammed by the people in this industry.
So then how do you solve it? How do you make sure
I
not
think
a scam
by
anymore?
continue being transparent. I'm transparent because a lot of people that come to me, my clients, that come to me, and I'd say, obviously, the first question I always ask you, so is this the first mentorship you pay for? Like, nah, I've paid for. I'm surprised all the time, and because these people that I actually thought, okay, even though I've never paid for your mentorship, but I think you're legit. Then when I start hearing such things, I'm like, how? Can't now? So yeah, continue being transparent, continue being available for people. Because another thing, if you check, when you text mentors for a one-on-one or for whatever service that you want, they are so quick to reply until they get the money. As soon as you send that 3K, the responses are slow, you're mized or will block you. With me, you get the same response before payment, after payment. I have people that are clients that I've been with for over a year now, and they still get the same treatment. Bear in mind, they pay once off. You don't have to pay me monthly or anything. It's once off payments. I won't come back and say, no, I've thought about it. I'm releasing a new course. You need to pay for it. No.
I thought mentorship was illegal.
It is illegal. I'm working on getting the license now.
Oh, you don't even have the license?
I'm working on getting it. I gotta give FSCA pela. It's really no like crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also,
I
did
didn't
you know
also
about it?
also I didn't know. Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say, but I didn't know that it was illegal until obviously. But also, I don't blame the FSCA for doing this because the scams were getting out of hand. So that's why they started taking action, which is fine. But also, they take action if you scammed people. So I don't have those scandals. That's why I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm clean. You can go through everything. You won't find anything.
Okay. What do you want people to remember you as?
Legend. Legend.
Legend.
I don't know, dog. Just a cool guy. I want them to remember me for me. Being transparent, realistic.
I hate that question. Wait. What do you want people to remember you as? As if you're dying.
Hey, Baba.
It sounds so wrong then.
No, it's like, ish.
Ish.
Beep. Beep.
Beep. Bye, guys. Type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're selling perfume. How did you start it? What inspired you?
I've always loved cologne. Cologne and fashion go hand in hand.
How come kids hell up saying?
Yeah. But yeah,
But
that's the deal. Why are you doing that? Because with our colognes, you just need 3 sprays, and you.
I feel like
as soon as you. 3 sprays. Shut 3 sprays. Go into a room. You'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for coming through. Is there anything you want? Is there any beef you wanna?
Nah, I don't have beef. I don't do that.
But you don't want to expose the duo, man. Those
I
are the
gave you
people
the
that
hints. I gave you
Mara
hints.
di hint na di sebeletsa. A ke ba tsebe. Ha ke ba tsebe. A ke tsebe di koloi tsa bona.
TNK.
How? Simple.
Yeah, TNK.
TNK.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who those are.
TNK.
Before anywhere else.
But I said it true, I guess.
So
TNK, maybe if I go Google, but chase up it.
Because it's going to take time now. But thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you.
Where can people follow you?
On Instagram, it's kenzo.katlego. On TikTok, it's kenzo.katlego. Guys, another thing I want to address, there's a lot of people that are opening accounts. I found out yesterday, I don't know if you saw on my story, there's a person who opened an account on Instagram and TikTok.
On
On Instagram, I'm verified, so I don't understand how you get scammed because my account is verified. There's a reason I pay for that subscription, so that you guys know who it is. Also, I will never personally text you first. I will never do that. And I don't do Bitcoin. I don't do crypto. I focus on Forex trading, which is like trading indices. So if it's not index related, if it's crypto, Bitcoin, it's not me. And I'll never text you first. On Instagram, it's kenzo.katlego. On TikTok, kenzo.katlego. On Facebook, it's Katlego Kenzo Kennedy. Then I also have a Kenzo Katlego.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this was the burning topic. And my name is Sky Cole. It is at Sky Cole. You want to say something else?
On YouTube, it's kenzo.katlego.
Just says you're everywhere. Just
Yeah.
say Kenzo.katlego
Kenzo.katlego.
on YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, it's kenzo.katlego.
Yeah. Nice to finally meet you. I'll see you guys. Follow me at Skyco_ on every single thing. Okay. Follow us on the burning topic, TikTok and Instagram. I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed.